Hello, guys. I'm Stephen Gates, and I'm here with,
Eric?
and today we're going to be talking about some games. Now, what type of
Yeah.
games do you like playing?
Well, I don't know. I've seen some like firefighting simulator games and stuff, and I wanted to ask what it's like. Is firefighting like how it is then? Like,
There's a couple games that are like it, but really no. Really, more firefighting in actual life is more family type. Like, we feel like it's more, when you go and get the fire call, it's family. Also, it feels like when you're playing a game, it just feels like you're having fun. This, we're always serious. We never try to have fun or anything. I mean, really, that's about it with that.
you kind of gotta take it serious because it's a very important thing.
Yeah, because
But-
if we don't take it serious, then that could possibly cause us to get someone killed or hurt. So that's why we try taking it as serious as possible.
Are there any like realistic firefighter movies or games that you think?
Yeah, there really is, but not really. I mean, there's some like Backdraft Flyer 49 that are kind of close to it, but there's also games like Merge NYC, Into the Flames, and whatnot that are actually pretty good, but it's not the full exact product of what we want. I
Alright,
mean-
well, I wanted to ask, what type of games do you play? Do you like games, like video games and stuff?
Yeah, I like games. I usually play like Rainbow Six Siege, Call of Duty, those type of games. I also like playing GTA.
GTA, yeah.
It's not a bad game, to be honest. It's pretty fun.
Very good game to play with friends.
Yeah, I heard you play baseball. How was baseball?
Well, we may not have done the best, but there's always next season. There's always next season.
Well, I mean, you can't have the best season, but I mean, at least you guys tried.
Yeah, we
I
tried.
mean, it's
But
better than nothing.
we got a better coach. I'd like to say he's a lot better. He helped us a lot more.
So he's better than your old coach.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
So you would say on a scale of 1 to 10, he'll be probably a 9 or a 10 against all the other coaches?
Yes, compared to the other coaches, definitely.
What's better about him than the other coaches?
Well, he actually coaches. The other coach, like last year,
Mhm.
he would sit down and he wouldn't coach. He would let the assistant coaches try and help the kids rather than him coaching. This coach, though, he's very passionate and tries.
So you're saying it was like he was too good to actually try coaching?
The previous one?
Yes.
Well,
It's
I
like
could
he was
say
too
he
good.
he probably thought he was too good to help, but
Mm.
which big reason why we didn't do good last year. But we're so used to losing, it's just like bad habit.
I mean, you gotta get used to it.
We got to get used to
At
winning.
least you guys tried. You had fun, right?
Yeah, I mean,
What year was this? Your second year or your first year?
personally, my first year playing high school baseball. I liked it. I got along with the team, but as I've said, we didn't do the best. But
I mean, you still did better than few at least. I mean, even if you had a bad record, you still could have played against a lot of worse teams and probably won against them. I mean,
yeah.
you just gotta get better.
I mean, like such as Eden. They're a really good school. I don't know how they're in our section because they're really good, like very good. One of the best schools we go up against. They crush the ball.
That's not bad. I mean, me personally, I never played against them, but to be honest, I think I can easily hit a home run on them. I can hit
You
a few
think you
home
can hit a
runs,
home run?
get out.
What about the Bishop Canavan pitcher? He pitches about 80.
Oh, that's light work.
That's light work.
I can hit about 150.
You play basketball, right?
Yeah.
How did you do?
It wasn't bad. I mean, it could have been better for myself personally. We had pretty good record, especially the JV team. We had only one lost game, and that was against the Jeanette team.
That's
But
many games
I
did you play?
mean, most games we played, I think there's only 2 that we only were close. The rest of the games we at least blew them out. But the varsity, I mean, they did pretty good. I mean, they played good for the amount of players they had and the amount of time they had playing. With the amount of people, they had only a few that actually were there for that amount of time. The rest were either JV who had come up to fill in spots or whatnot. They did good though. They did very good. I
Yeah.
think if we would have tried a little harder, I think we could have made it farther in the playoffs and maybe even to the championship.
How many games did the JV team play?
I'm gonna say about 20 probably.
20 games. You only lost like one. You said?
Yeah,
Against
I'm
Jeanette?
99% sure that we lost only against Jeanette.
That's pretty good.
I mean, could have done better. I mean, I screwed up a few times in that game. Our team, we were just having a bad game. I mean, Usually we were blowing people out by 50. The only team we ever got, I think, really close with was Charleroi. I believe that was the only team, and I believe maybe Fraser, and that was in a scrimmage. The rest of the teams, we blew them out. But, I mean, we did pretty good. The varsity team, they lost a couple games. I mean, I think their record was they lost like 5 to 10 games and won the rest. They did pretty good. I think it was mid, but...
I mean, you know, that kind of happens. Sports can't always be perfect. You can't always win. That's the point of a sport. If you always win, then... Whereas, like, sure, it may be nice to win, but if you win every game, it's hardly even, like, a game, you know? It just doesn't feel the same. Same with losing every game, which, you know, kind of had experience with that.
I mean, yeah, to be honest, firefighting is like a sport. You train for it, and you do your best at it. You're not always going to succeed. When a house catches fire, we try our best to put it out, save the house, save any property such as furniture, clothes, pictures, anything, and even lives, pets, people. But sometimes you don't succeed. But there's been times where we've been called and succeeded perfectly. We could have done better on a few of them, but sometimes there's too much fire for us to do it. I mean,
yeah, you always have to try. Whenever it comes to whether sport, job, firefighting, you always have to try.
I feel like it was we do very good for the amount of fire we get. We don't get a lot of fire, but we see a good amount. We do very good, at least I think, in my opinion. We don't joke around. When we get off that truck, we see that house and we see our job and we go. I mean, automatically, to be honest, when we go to fires, a lot of times we're either putting out the fire or we're doing ventilation on the roof. Or even primary search. I mean, there's a lot of different things we've done, but most of the time I believe we're on fire suppression, which is putting out the fire. And we do very good at that. That's what we mostly train on. We also do train on other things such as vehicle accidents, rope rescue, technical rescues, medical. But most of the time we train on the fire because that's the main thing that we do.
Well, I feel like it's fun. Well, not fun, but, you know, I feel like it's more of something that's, like, a good thing to do. Like, as a person, it's good to get out there and help.
Yeah, it's a learning experience for everyone, but, I mean, it could be better. We try our best. Just like sports, you do your best. You pour your heart into it. It sometimes you don't have the outcome. Someone could get hurt on your team, your fire department. There is what we call a crew on the truck or a team. Someone could get hurt, and then you're down a guy, and you're worried about him. That's where we have to think about everything. This job has a lot of heart, feelings, emotions, everything mixed into it. It's hard when you get there and you see a mother outside screaming that her kid's inside, and then we go inside and we see them and we get them. If we can make a save, that is the best thing that we can ever do. If we don't, it's just the worst feeling ever. It's like butterflies in the stomach. It feels like you want to puke, you want to cry, everything. It's the worst feeling, but we try our best.
Yep. I mean, that's always the mission. You know.
I mean,
if you do it, great. If you don't, then as long as you tried, then there's not too much more you could have done.
Yeah, like the fire department we have, it's kind of almost like the sports. You have your fires and accidents that have people trapped in it, or a lot of rope rescues that are like your Super Bowl, the one that you've been preparing for, the ones that you are most worried about and scared, but also ready for. Or you got your gas leaks, minor car accidents like a bumper to bumper, or simple someone fell down the hill but can get up easy, just needs a little bit of help, or even some medical calls like a lift assist. Those are just like playoff games. Actually, I'm going to recall that. Lift assist is more like a practice game or scrimmage. It's like a fire alarm. Your fire alarm goes off, we come, and we check it out. There's been times where we haven't called for a fire alarm and we got there and there was fire. I mean, it's happened before and it'll probably happen again multiple times in the future. We hope not. We never wish fire on anyone. We never wish anything on anyone. We never wish a vehicle accident or nothing ever happens. We always wish that actually we never get a fire call, because that is the time when someone's worst day is happening. So you call us, that's like your worst day, because now you're in fear that your house is burning down, you're going to lose all your property, everything. So that's really about everything that is to it, but we really just wish that fire was never a thing, so none of this would happen.
Well, I don't think I have any more questions for you. Do you have
I
any
don't think
questions?
I do either. I mean, that's about it. Thank you for your time.
Yep.